operated by the National Guard. The federal government, already struggling to keep up with flash floods in Long Beach and Venice, has declared Los Angeles uninhabitable.
The base is 4 square miles, with a working population of 3,000 people. Got 20,000 acres of training fields. We even have a supermarket, a cinema, and a mall.
All under NATO command?
Joint initiative with the Defense Science Office and the British Department of Science and Technology, of course. And to be sure, Lieutenant, we're highly classified. Communication with the outside world will be limited.
No different at Edwards or Dryden, sir.
This whole street is part of the new expansion. Total new builds. Excited to show you. Welcome. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs. The lights are motion activated. There's 3 bathrooms, a media room, and an automated kitchen. Hey, don't listen to Jim. I mean, Colonel Peterson. If you want to call friends and family, feel free. We trust you. Look, if you need anything, call me, day or night. Thank you, Freya.
Come on!
Check this.
Which one are you going to?
You can't see it. You need a telescope. But it's out there. You'll be there too someday. Ready? Only got the one.
Yeah.
Careful.
Okay.
Hi, Abigail. How was your trip?
Professor Collingwood, it is so good to see you.
You don't know how happy I was to throw your Dryden test results into NASA's face. Absolutely incredible.
It's just an honor to have been selected, sir. I've been teaching the past couple of years, didn't think I still had it.
You don't have to call me sir. I don't have a rank.
Just not gonna let you down.
I know how much this means to you, Rick. But, pioneering isn't without its risks.
Yeah, well, first one through the wall always gets a little bloody.
He's gonna get sick, isn't he?
Temporarily. He'll need committed aftercare. He won't see him himself at times.
Rick crossed the Syrian desert, injured and alone without food or water for 3 days.
Well, this will make that look like a walk in the park. But we'll get through it. Dr. Jansen, I admire your courage. Rick wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I want to tell you that I'm grateful.
You don't have to charm me, Professor. I've studied your work. I know what we're doing here. It's bigger than all of us.
Yes, I know that, but it's the concessions you made. The medical career, the nights of worry.
It's a small price to pay for my son's future.
No one attempts the impossible without belief in something greater than themselves, even if that something is a someone. Rick didn't cross the desert alone. Our population has grown out of control. Our environment is in decay. Our resources have been depleted. Wars have ravaged our planet. We are fighting over the scraps of what remains. In 10 years, half the planet will be uninhabitable. In 15 years, half the world's population will have starved to death. Time is running out. We've outgrown our home. Our children will witness the end of days. But there is one place that gives us hope. Titan, the largest moon of Saturn. The only other place in our solar system with an atmosphere. A primordial ecosystem just like Earth, seconds before life was born. Liquid methane raining into huge oceans and lakes that we can't swim in, and an atmosphere rich in nitrogen that we can't breathe. Too cold to exist in, fiercely hostile to life as we know it. Beyond the reach of space science, but not modern genetics. No longer trying to reshape planets in our image, but evolving humanity into the stars. Imagine, with a few minor enhancements, you could breathe the air, swim in the waters, and survive the cold. What if Titan could become our home? Dr. Hernandez, I was waiting for you to object.
I still don't understand how our bodies won't reject the treatment.
Clinical trials were successful, signed off by NATO's Science and Technology Office.
You're talking forced evolution.
I'm talking survival of the species.
HPA axis reprogramming, methane lipid bilayer injections, G-force training underwater.
There are no guarantees, Dr. Hernandez. Some people won't take to the drugs. Some people will break during the training. Most of you will fail and be sent home.
How many of us will die?
$20 says Eker goes first.
Can you read?
What?
I said, can you read, idiot? Because if you could, you see that this book is just a bunch of health warnings.
Why are you here?
I'm just pointing out that
You're playing at nothing and you're going on and on. He's talking about the end of the earth. You got kids?
No.
Shut the fuck up or get the fuck out. Please, go on, Professor.
I was sent 5,000 personnel files from 16 NATO countries. I chose you because in your past, each of you has shown an ability to survive the harshest of conditions. Each of you is here because you understand the dire necessity of finding a new home for the human race. Maybe you're mad, ambitious, adventurous, but each of you has a rare willingness to put yourselves on the line for the sake of others. My hope is, when we're finished, all of you will be able to stand on Titan, take a deep breath, and swim in its waters, maybe soar through its skies. You will become enhanced humans, supermen, able to live on another world. Will become you, but better.
Not if you use a hormone transfer.
All right, give me 2 minutes, guys.
You'd need propulsion of more than 15 kilometers a second for that. It's never been done.
Let's just worry about down here before up there.
Have you ever flown an Orion-class manned space explorer?
No, I haven't.
I bet he's the first one to crash one, though.
I do, better make sure you're strapped in.
I'm riding with the astronaut.
That tracks your heart rate, blood pressure, sodium levels, other vitals. A lot of monitoring from now on. And I hope you're not squeamish. I'll be giving you over 300 shots in the next few weeks.
With what?
Amino acid solutions, enzyme inhibitors, nucleic acid polymers. The long, steady road of training your cells to burn nitrogen for energy, open, and use less oxygen.
You're turning me into a Sherpa?
Well, you'll never black out at high altitudes ever again. What we call air is more than 75% nitrogen. Oxygen only constitutes 20%. But where you're going, the nitrogen ratio of air is 90%, oxygen less than 5, so we don't need to reinvent the wheel, just go that extra 15.
Good morning.
Hi there. Are we going to see you on Saturday?
Oh, well, have to see how Zane's feeling, darling, but I'm sure we'll make it.
European Space Agency. What about you and Rick? College.
Now, who wanted a tequila?
Yes, please. This is the last time some of us will get to drink for a while.
Again?
No.
Yes.
No.
You and me, Abby, together.
I was in the KSK long enough to know how these things work. You're just spending so much money to get us there. They have plans. They don't want us to come back.
That's your PTSD talking. We'll only be gone 2 years.
I'm on a one-way ticket to gone. There is nothing left on this planet but misery.
Let's see if we make it that far.
You know, Hernandez, Jansen was right. Why the hell did you say yes?
I'd have felt guilty if I hadn't.
Here. Feel guilty if you let that burn.
Hey, baby, won't you take a chance?